Mr. Guthrie, you're recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman, for putting this together. Thank you, Mr. Secretary. It's great to be here, and I've really enjoyed working with you since you've been sworn in. You've been openly very accessible, and I really appreciate that. I think I got a call from you in the security line of the DCA airport on drug pricing on another committee, so I appreciate that. And Matt and I Matt Bassett worked in Kentucky together, and Sarah runs a really good legislative shop, so we're really pleased working with you guys. One thing that I want to touch on, and some of it touches a couple of committees that I'm on, but for today, Kentucky's really been hit hard like everywhere else on the opioid epidemic, particularly everywhere. But the one issue that I want to focus on here is just the infants that are born with addiction because of their parent. And would you kind of explain what HHS is doing in terms of infant addiction?
The issue of neonatal abstinence syndrome is quite a difficult one because it's frankly such a novel issue. And so one of the things we need to do is build the evidence base around what is the right treatment pathway for these children. How do we help bring them out of that addiction? What's the right way to care for them? And we've got to build that evidence. We've also got to make sure we get these neonatal abstinence syndrome places up and running. I've been privileged to visit one in the Dayton area and just see the miraculous work they're doing for these kids and their parents. And would love to work with you on ways we can address NAS even better. I think we're at the cutting edge. I mean, Kentucky, West Virginia, the percent of kids born with NAS is shocking. And really would love to work with Congress on the best approaches, how we can reorient our programs with the money you've given us to help in NAS.
Okay, thank you. I know in the late 90s, welfare reform, I wasn't here, but came a lot of it through this committee, people having the ability and the encouragement to go to work. Kentucky's doing on the Medicaid waiver that was approved by CMS. We're looking at it through our SNAP program. These people that are they're employers with open arms waiting for these people to come into the workforce. Like in the late 90s, where at a time it appears the economy is beginning to roar. And so maybe it's a great opportunity to do so. Could you evaluate the effort? How can we evaluate the efforts of states to help TANF recipients move back into the workforce?
Well, I think it's some of the issues that we've raised in the president's budget, which is what percent of money are states devoting to actual workforce training and workforce placement? How many of their people are genuinely getting jobs, and how many of them are they just offloading, paying with state money, dumping off the TANF rules so that they can get credit for exiting the program? All the gaming that has occurred in the TANF program in the last couple of decades, and fixing that, working with Congress.
Thanks. I know in the agriculture, the Farm Bill, the big effort is putting job training, money saved in the SNAP to go into job training so people can get jobs that really lead to fulfilling careers and meaningful moving forward, and that's what we're looking for, and look forward to working with you in this area as well as some of the others. So I yield back my time. Thank you very much.